Surrey Heath looks after around 35,000 residential properties. We're around about 250 employees at the moment. We're only a tiny shire authority, but actually we see some of the stuff that we do here as being quite progressive.
Our existing content platform would not work with our agile aspirations, so Box was the natural progression from where we were to where we wanted to be. Colleagues like using Box because it's crisp, clean and easy to understand. The interface compared to previous tools they've used is a breath of fresh air.
So for me personally, and as part of the team, we're heavily using Box notes, especially during meetings. It's really useful to be able to collaborate and share ideas.
We have a project going on across 4 authorities in Surrey. So all 30 members of staff have been provided with an Office 365 platform and also the Box platform for their content management. They can work on a single original version of a document instead of the usual sort of email ping pong that goes on in most local government organisations.
Also, when working from home, being able to use Box with Office 365 works really well.
One of the other key drivers for us was the API that sits behind Box, because it means that it doesn't just sit there as a content platform, it means that we can start thinking about useful things that we're going to do with it. It's a platform that we can experiment with. I mean, I can give you a specific example. We're just about to implement some Raspberry Pis in our server room. Specifically with the Pis, we're going to be doing things like monitoring, for example, the housing services database so that we know when they create a new case. And then the Raspberry Pis will talk to the Box platform via the API, and it will create the folder structures that those guys need inside the Box platform.
We've built a public-facing tool called the Legacy Planning Search, which we're allowing members of the public to access historic planning records which we've migrated from our old system into Box. Since it's all been scanned in, we've got it stored in Box, allowing people to access content that was never possible for them to access.
I like the aspect that we can provision user accounts automatically with Okta, with the way that it integrates with Box.
If the users are accessing the system off of the network, they're forced for multi-factor for security, and there's also less of an overhead for our help desk to create new Box accounts.
We use Box tasks for payroll authorization. This is cutting down the number of steps involved compared to the previous system, and making it more reliable and making it more accessible from multiple platforms.
So we deal with quite a lot of sensitive information as part of a council, and knowing that information is encrypted and securely stored in Box with audit logs means that we've got a lot of peace of mind around the security of Box platform.
I think if we've got my colleagues in other authorities looking to use the Box platform, we would highly recommend it. The partnership with Surrey Heath is just going to get better and better. I think there's a lot of stuff coming around the corner, particularly we've got GDPR to consider. We were looking at things like data residency, so we need to make sure our data is stored on EU servers. Box for me in terms of local government technology is becoming a key cornerstone of what we do, and it's a no-brainer really.